You know what? It's given very much of how you doing, Your Honor, Miss Judge Lynn Toller. I am here today to get my money from this man. Yeah, want to be a woman. Yeah, he's terrible, Your Honor. He's really terrible. So I've been dating Christian for the past 6 years, off and on, give or take, you know what I'm saying?
We just acting like it didn't happen. Everybody just knows. It's just like, oh, all that went on, and this, but go ahead.
That's what it was given.
Drop it, I don't want to talk about it.
Drop it, hell. I want to hear about this, homie.
I said forget about it, cuz.
Fucking pay me!
Yo, Giveon has to be at least 39 years old. By the mannerisms, the way he sings, and overall facial features, even though I never talk about men's facial features, but it is Pride Month. Hello, everybody. I did not want to start off talking about Giveon, but at the same time, his new album is probably my favorite album by him thus far. It's actually less depressing than what we thought it would be, given that it's him. It's given depression. That's really a Giveon album as a whole. Just out the gate, just depression tunes. His girl left him. Something going on with this guy. And all the while I'm saying to myself, bro, you are no more than 65 years old. And it's not because you had a Morgan Freeman thing going on. It's the fact that the way you sing, bro. No, if you let's say Giveon is 20, and obviously I can look it up if I just decided to, but I don't want to. If I just decided to do it, I could look it up. But without a doubt, Giveon is at least 56 years old. Anyhow, this is P.ardon the Banks 9. New episode out now. Shouts out to Davis. Shouts out to anybody that's listening. Thank you for being here. Just hearing me rant, rave like I usually do when I'm doing the solo episodes. It's good at sleeping. Yo, women have the best dialogue too, by the way. Y'all seen how I did it in the beginning, right? I might just say that the rest of the year. Just do that. Yo, women by far, black women, let me specify. The alpha and omega, this life shit, they have the best dialogue going on. By far, like, what is it giving? I get it, and the thing is, I always get it, but somehow it's always a metaphor. But, you know, I don't know. I feel like I could do it and still sound the way I do, masculine, so to speak. Well, I can't help but sound masculine. Like, y'all hear my voice, man. Like, I really tried before to not make my voice as deep as it is, pause. But if not, if, you know, I don't think we could do that right now, you know. But, you know, at the same time, let me try to be mature this episode. But, you know, I tried to disguise my voice before. I had a job interview voice. Hi, how's it going? This is Banks. Obviously, I'm not saying my full name here, but this is Banks. How's it going? But I could do that. But no, it's a lot of new music came out. And usually I don't even talk about music. That's not for me. That's for other podcasts to do. You could give your breakdown and soliloquies about it. But I will say there is a lot of good music that came out recently. The Chris Brown album is 24 tracks. The Chris Brown and the Logic album is the reason why I went back to Apple Music. I'm pro Spotify, but I went back to Apple Music because I'm not trying to sit and listen to a 24 album cut, and Logic's is 30, including skits. I'm not trying to sit there and listen to a full album all the way through. And the thing is, with Tidal, you can listen to it, you can add songs that you like, but it's not categorized like it is on Apple, where if you like 2 songs, the album would just be there. Like when you go to the album and be like, all right, I want to play this album, it's right there. Just those 2 songs or more. I don't have to listen to it all the way through. And then with Tidal, you gotta like the song, and it's structured where it's just like recent like songs and You'll be playing the Logic album, and fucking after that, Frankie Beverly and Maze come on afterwards. Because they don't group it individually. They don't put it individually away. It's just in the like songs. But so that's the reason why. I'm not trying to listen 24 songs is insane. And Chris Brown he does that. You know what I mean? He's a legend at this point. Or I don't know, maybe just because we living in the moment, so you can't be a legend. And living in moments like these people that call me a legend, like, bro, I'm living in the moment. I can't be called a legend. I definitely don't have legend money. Fuck it, hey. Hell, man. You see what podcasters go through? Y'all don't know the outside life of this stuff. Like, you got to work your ass off outside of life and on this podcast. So you might get the most mellow episodes you might ever get from me, just because I'm just at that point. But no, a lot of good music came out. The Giveon album is pretty good. I listened to a little bit. There's just so much music, man. Like I tell people, I listen to more podcasts than music. It's so much I could listen to. There's only so much I could listen to, I will say. Like, I record my stuff and I don't even listen to it. So what makes people think I'm going to listen to all these albums and go through catalog? I don't have time, bro. It's only 24 hours in a day. Like, I'm behind on podcasts I don't listen to. But, that's what sports are for, because I don't like listen to commentary, so I listen to podcasts. But, just because I don't like to hear a lot of analysts. Obviously, it's the Mike Browns of the world, and, what's the man name that say bang? I forgot already. But, him, and I think it's Mike Brain. I don't know why. You got Mark Jackson, you got Stan Van Gundy, so I'd rather just, play podcasts during that time, or when I watch wrestling. I don't really like the commentary, so I just prefer just to listen to, podcasts during that time, so. But that's neat, Yeah, you know what happened to me recently? Speaking of music, so me and my brother, shouts out to Eve, me and him do wiretap, and I talk to that man every day, which is crazy. Talking to a man every day, nah, fire. We all got to communicate with each other. Besides that, I haven't talked to him. Well, no, I didn't. I'll be breaking the fourth wall. So I have talked to him yesterday, But, we had a discussion. It was just, I think it was like it was on Tuesday. So, last Tuesday. And I remember we were talking about music. And then, or were we talking about music? I forgot how it came up. But regardless, I'll poke fun at the stuff he's listened to, even though some of it I do listen to as well. I listen to some hairline music. But for the most part, I listen to no hairline music. Like Chris Brown, stuff like that is hairline music, but I can listen to it because it's R&B. Like, if you have no hairline, you can listen to R&B, unless you want to listen like Kenny Lattimore or somebody else that don't have a hairline. I'm blanking out. Who else is bald? There ain't too many. You know what's crazy? There's not too many bald R&B singers. Maybe saying about the women does relieve stress, because I'm thinking to myself, there's not a lot of R&B singers that is bald. That's great. Anyhow, so we were talking about, somehow we got to talking about music, and then he was like, my brother, you listen. Y'all know how Eve sound like Biggie, you feel me, on the second verse of Unbelievable. He permanently sounds like Biggie in the second verse of Unbelievable by Biggie. Live from Bedford, that's first form, but still, for example, live from Bedford Star to Lava Swamp, representing BK to the fullest. Like, you feel me? That's how Eve sound. No disrespect, Eve, if you ever hear this, but that's what it is. You feel me? It's the New York accent. And he's a big guy, pause. I can say it now. So we were just talking about it, then he's like, my brother, you listen to Pharaoh Monk. I'm like, bro, why is Pharaoh Monk taking it straight? Mind you, that same day, I was listening to a podcast that our brother was on, and they were talking about music, or talking about rap, and they mentioned Pharaoh Monk. So then when I heard him say that, I was like, man, life is the multiverse. So he brought that up just because I listen to Scared of Hoes music. But I don't listen to that when I'm around the hoes or talking to the hoes. Let me say this. I don't be around the hoes. I be talking to hoes, and I don't think they hoes, but you got to understand the metaphorical sense of this word hoe. She's a hoe for sure, but is she a bad hoe for sure? No. Is she a floozy? No. I'm just saying that hoes be hoes, but that don't mean the hoe is bad. She's just a hoe for sure. But we were just listening. We were just talking about this, the metaphorical sense. Come on, man. Don't get upset. I know, it's a new month, and maybe it's a different. Every month is some type of dedication, but yet Black people only get 28 days, out of the year to celebrate Black history. I need a holiday. I need a holiday in the month of November for no Black man should do anything November. I believe all Black men should have a day off from work, not even work, or not even a day off, I should say. I need us to have no work all November, and we get some money and whatever else you want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I eat red velvet cake, so red velvet cake, free crown. All this sounds racial, but follow me. Some free crown, some free Henny, some red velvet. Yes, diabetes is gonna happen fast, high blood pressure, etc. But it's cool because we celebrating ourselves. You feel me? We celebrate all the history that we done. Black women need their own month too. We'll give it in December. In December they get free fucking acrylics and nails and shit and hairstyles and fucking more sleep. That's what they need. Cause not I don't know. I can't specify outside of my race because I don't talk to women outside Latin women, but that's different. And they're Afro-Latin, so I guess they just get up at 4:55 instead of 5 a.m., but that's neither here nor there. But women get up early because they got to take a shit. That's why they get up early. Fellas, if your girl get up at 5:30 and she don't have to be at work till 10, that means she just getting up to take a shit, but she don't want you to know. Maybe she probably getting her clothes laid out like it's Christmas, like it's fucking school year, the new school year. So I feel like they do that and they can't decide. And then if she, wears a wig, did she put the wig on? Or is she like, old girl was from the Ember Moon, she like Ember Moon. Yo, Ember Moon did say that too on AEW. She said something about fucking y'all tracks or something. I don't know, bro. Some shit. Just damn, bro. You don't like your own, huh? And you got a little straight body, but, World of Warcraft didn't build that body, baby. That's what we need. November, just, somebody put some hot oil on a toothbrush or something and just have her do the edges, or get one of them hot combs like my mom used to put on my sister the back of the neck to get the kitchen. And they start screaming every time it touch and be like, hold still. Somebody need to do that with Ember Moon. And take away her True Religion jeans, her Dada Supreme jeans, get her some baby fat. She got a whole lot of baby fat. Anyhow, going back to what I was saying about scaring the hoes, you feel me? He said I scared the hoes because of the type of music I listen to. My brother, like, why would I play fucking ASAP rock? Not ASAP. I don't even know if that's definitely scared the hoes music. ASAP Rocky, playing ASAP Rocky about hoes. They not listen to I can't. That's the only song I could think of from his last album. We'll never get another album, thank God, but definitely if I got a kid with Rihanna, I ain't doing shit. And I'm praying, when is it my turn? I want to be with a woman that got some money shit. I want to be a bad bitch next to her. It's giving gold digger. Yes, it is. Like, can a man be a gold digger? I think so. I'm definitely going to be that. I would be one with a WNBA player, but they ain't getting cashed out like that. Like, one of them got cut from the league. I won't say who. Shouts out to her and her lazy eye, but she fine. She thick than a motherfucker and she look good. She put on her IG story, DM for promo. I said, bet. But when you gonna drop that OnlyFans link, that'll be better. I'm not gonna pay for it, For sure, Google that shit. Shouts out to all the women that got OnlyFans, not just Google. It's not because I don't want to support black creators. I ain't got the money to support myself, let alone black creators. And even if I had the money, when I used to have money, I spent only at most $7 for OnlyFans. I'm not spending fucking $15 for OnlyFans. It's giving Google. That's what happens. It is Google. I don't need you. But going back to this music, he said, I scared because I'm not listening to no. It's not like I'm going around women listening to fucking, besides ASAP Rock, because there's only one song I like from him anyway. Jazz Hands, that's on fire. But otherwise than that, I'm not going around fucking list. Like, yo, R.A. Rugged Man don't even scare the hoes. That scared everybody. Like, he's fucking horrible. Like, rippity rap. That shit, some of that shit is trash. Let's be clear. And where he taking us with. Like, I love Elzai, but Elzai is not rapping about anything. He's just rapping. I control the stars in the universe. Like, whatever he was saying in Eastern Conference All-Stars with Sky Zoo, Premier, and Griselda. Like, on, is it Steiner Brothers? I believe Steiner Brothers, that was on West Side's Gun. Like, that's the only song I was like, okay, he's taking us somewhere with a verse. He was rapping like a motherfucker, but he's actually telling something. And a home vine is defying fist of fury. You wish you had a leg to stand on with no dietary is hearing. My life is like egg benedicts, creme brulee, sprangler. Wait, hold on. He wasn't talking about shit then. Yo, who's that? Well, I think it worked for that just because, you know, they was just rapping. So, all right, I give him a pass on that. But other times, well, no. His album before last, forgot the name of it, track 2. God damn. You can do over this shit. Track 2. I'm supposed to be chilling out, bro. There's no chilling for me, though. Because I know how I am. As soon as I get done recording this, I'm going to mix it, get it ready to go. And it's like, fuck. There is no relaxing. Anyhow. Can you repeat the question? Yeah, so, I don't know. Man, I listen to more R&B than anything, to be honest. The type of women I talk to, I definitely got to listen to R&B. Like, I can't be up here, you know, just fucking listen to the type of rap I want when it's a certain type of women I talk to. And I can't, you know, I listen to Lucky Day. Like, Lucky Day probably has my album of the year. And then Kalani's album is another one. But for sure, Lucky Day is my favorite album of the year thus far. And then Kalani. So I'm not scaring them at all. But it's always fun to have those conversations like, yo, what if you really pulled up on a female, but like how they was on The Wire? You just pull up on the female and you blasting Reflection Eternal. And it's just the Nelson Mandela skit, the beginning on track 1, with Dave Chappelle doing, this is Nelson Mandela. I represent Johannesburg, South Africa, and I am chilling with... You just pull up on the female playing that skit, and then it goes, damn, are you or like that'd be fucking hilarious. Yo, I might have to listen to Reflection Eternal later. But that shit'd be hilarious to pulling up on the female playing that, bro. So I wouldn't do that like at all. I'm too much of an R&B guy. Like I said, the Giveon album, I won't go through it, but it sounds fire. I'm tripping. The Aaron Ray album might be my favorite album of the year. A.ardon Ray. Great artist. He hasn't missed yet with his projects, but for sure his album from top to bottom is fire, especially close to home. So he might actually have my album of the year, and then Lucky Day, and then Kalani. So, and that's what's been going on, man, with me in the past couple of years. To be honest, like R&B has been kicking rap's ass. Like, bro, it's not too much. Like, the shit I listen to is rippity rap or like older shit, but it's like when the new stuff come out, I'll check for some of it, but a lot of it don't hit. Like, I might listen to Durk's little deluxe album. Durk ain't really for me. I don't really like rappers that be doing this singing hum shit. Like, that shit don't work for me, because I feel like they really don't be talking about nothing either. But man, nobody's really talking about nothing. Like, how can people talk about anything at this point? You know, I feel like, as I call it, and I heard this term before, I got this term from Bill Burr. It was hilarious on his bit. He's like, he's some in the, third person as if he was his pops. And he was talking about being like, he was like acting like he was his pops, and then he was talking to himself. He was like, oh, bullshit, you're out to fucking lunch just like your mom. Like, white people got some phrases, bruh. When they want to, they great at having phrases. Women and white people have some phrases that's fucking hilarious. But, people, I say all that to say people are out to lunch mentally, man. So, I don't know, maybe rappers is trying to cater to the young people that's scammers, because it seems like scammers the only one with money. Like, if you got 9 to 5, you don't have any money. Scammers for sure had the money, especially in the pandemic when they was running up with the EDD. But, R&B is always going to, stand the test of time, just because people want to be in love. Even if they don't want to be in love, they want to be in love. I'll snitch on myself. Like me, I don't think about love. I don't think about relationships and all that shit. But, every now and then I'm like, But you only can get that emotion from God. But at the same time, music invokes emotion. So the people that listen to a certain type of rap, they emotions invoked in that way. People that listen to Iron Maiden, Megadeth growing up, and AC/DC, trash ass AC/DC, etc. That's invoking emotion. So whatever you listen to, that's just where you at. Because I'm a calm, zen spirit to a certain degree. Listen to R&B now. It's just fire. They actually work on their craft too. No disrespect to rappers, but that's just how they are. But and then it relates to where I'm at too, with how I talk to women. Like, at this age, how I talk to women is kind of direct, and it's not weird. It's not scaring them, obviously. They ain't scared of hoes. It's just I'm kind of like at that point in my life where I'm just getting straight to the point. You feel me? Getting straight to the point, man. Because I just, it's not like I'm wasting time or anything. It's just, let me talk. Let me get to the point. Like, hey, girl, what's going on? I kind of do say that. Like, hey, girl, what's really good? What's up with it? As somebody try to say, I talk. Like, what's up with it, girl? You feel me? Like that. I ain't gonna even say who said that, but the way he did it, I said, all right, that's fucking hilarious. What's up with it, girl? Like, what's up with it? I didn't realize that up until this year I had an accent. I swear, like last year and this year, especially this year, I realized I have an accent because people start mimicking the LA accent. And baby, God, y'all gotta excuse me. I'm not gonna edit this out. I'm motherfucking tired, but when you wake up tired, I just woke up at 5:30 and the sun was up too. Like, that was wild. I've been going to sleep late the past 2 nights, but I woke up at 5:30. I mean, obviously I went back to sleep. I thought I was going to be up, but I fell right back to sleep. But I woke up at 5:30 and I just saw the sun, like, bright as hell. 5:42 to be exact. I woke up and the sun was bright. I said, damn, I didn't know it worked like that. Maybe because it's the summertime, but the sun was bright. I felt like it was 8 o'clock in the morning. But I was like, all right, cool. Maybe that's a good sign. But no, the way I flirt with women is kind of like I talk to them like normal human being, because that's what you're supposed to do. But I'm kind of like, all right, what you want to do? What you want to do, pops? Like, what you want to do? Like, what are we doing? We flirting, talking, whatever. I'm not going to stay on this too long. This is part of my set, but this bit doesn't need to be forever, because I'm not one of those people. First of all, this is not a dating podcast to begin with. Y'all know how I am about those. I've talked about them before. This ain't a dating podcast. This ain't me just sitting up here, talking about $200 days. I don't care about that shit, man. You know what the fuck I could do with $200? I can get an Xbox. That'll suffice. That'll raise my dopamine levels right now, having an Xbox. But no, I'm direct. What you want to do, whatever you want to do, I'm open to it, as long as it's not, taking away from our morals and anything of that nature. That's it. But for the most part, I've been blessed enough. The women I've actually gone out with and have interactions with, you know, they've always been, for the most part, even if it's fake, behind the scenes, they've shown love. But I'm not hurt. See, I'm not hurt by it. I'm an adult. You just handle things. You just got to understand in life that people come and go, seasons change, and as long as you're here, that means you have a purpose in life. You feel me? Like, when you're not here, then it's like, fuck it. Now, you don't have to worry about $7 a gallon gas and baby formula and motherfuckers taking uteruses, apparently. I don't know what's going on Twitter. Like, Twitter is my news feed, but I don't have the app on my phone. Like, I only install it when I need to promote Banks versus Davis. Like, that's the only time. I don't tweet from my personal account. I don't be on here. But apparently people are taking uteruses. Is that what's going on? People, somebody inform me of what's going on. And I know what it's pertaining to, but I thought they overturned that. So now I don't know, man. Fuck this country. But this ain't the political podcast, by the way. I ain't gonna get that shit from me. I ain't do that depressing shit. It's giving Don Lemon. Pause. No, we not. I'm not doing that here. You feel me? I don't use none of my platforms to get off shit like that. Like, this ain't the political podcast. I want to crack jokes. I want to have fun. You all right? I'm busy every fucking day of my life in some form or fashion. I don't have a day off. I don't know if I'm ever going to get a vacation. Got other shit to deal with. You know, I'm good, y'all. I want to go get a physical, too. Which is, black people go check on your health. You feel me? You think it ain't shit. Like, you go and when you go for physical, you like, oh, they can't tell just because they checking this and this. No, motherfucker, you better go. As long as your heart rate straight, you good. So, as long as, especially if you're black, as long as your blood pressure ain't high, you straight. You feel me? So, went to go do that. I'm in good health. Praise be to the Most High. Black people, please go get your health checked on. Anybody in general, if you listen to this black, white, green, blue, I'm pretty sure the aliens, the blue people, you know, because everything is fair. You know, we don't want to segregate you. Make sure y'all get y'all health as well. The Avatar, y'all motherfuckers go. The blue, y'all motherfuckers. The Smurfs, all the blue motherfuckers. You feel me? The Crips as well. Shouts out to my shrews, cuz. Make sure y'all go get y'all health checked on as well. All the Blue Man group, go get your health checked on. Everybody go get your health checked on. But nah, I'm just in a state right now in my life where kind of straight to the point with everything, man. Like, if it's a woman I'm intrigued by, I'll talk. Then I get bored after a while because I don't want to keep on just talking and you want me to chase you. I don't want to do that. I'm getting too old for this shit. Like, I got too much other stuff I could be doing. And then every now and then I'll show up, flirt, leave, and dip out, you know. And then I respect when women are honest. Like, as we talking right now, I'm about to jump in the DM, man. Even if she don't respond. If she don't respond, I'm probably never going to say nothing again. You feel me? But I just be like, let me go see what's up. You feel me? What's up with it? Let's see what's up, you know. But I had a young woman just tell me this past week. It's been a week ago? Yeah, a week ago. A week ago was crazy. But about a week ago, she was like, I'm not interested. That was fire. Like, please be honest with me. Like, that's all I ask. Like, when dudes be doing these $200 a day podcasts, just ask for honesty. I think as a person, fuck men, women relations. As a person, honesty is key to everything because it saves people time. Time. She saved me time, homie. No, but she, this young woman I was trying to talk to for like years. Thick than a motherfucker. Man, I'll be honest, that's the only reason why, because her brain is goddamn Jello pudding, but that ass is rebunky. That ass is motherfucking Jello. What's the shit name? Her brain is full of some motherfucking Jello. So let's just say that. Either way, it's absolutely like fucked up on that person. Bah. And I wouldn't dare do that. No, but she had a scrump. All right, let me stop. I'll fuck around and actually get the impersonation right. I done gave all clues just now. Jello pudding pops called The Fly. I'm definitely not giving no woman that. You feel me? I get mine the consensual way. No ski mask way. But no, so she told me she wasn't interested, which was beautiful. Like, just be honest with me. Like, I asked, if we're going back to the dating shit, I asked women to be honest with me. Saves everybody time. Just be like, I'm not interested. Get the fuck on. Cool. Now I don't have to think about you no more. And I mean that not to save my ego, but I mean that in a way where it's just like, cool, now I don't have to think about you. I can just move on because there's way more fish in this motherfucker pond in it. So I'm for sure not worried about it, but that's beautiful. But no, my flirting in life is straight, man. You gotta be direct with everything in these times that we live in. Have to be. I don't want to be out here, talking and then ruin you, and then I feel like at this point I'm like a Madonna record. I'm hoping to get somewhere and maybe I'll chart high, but it's just trash. Yo, what the fuck is Madonna doing, bro? She out here casting a biopic that could be interesting. She out here just doing whatever. Like, who allowed Madonna to just have a career? Like, she is the artist I always think about, because it's like, yo, who okayed it? Who decided that it's fine to give this white woman from Michigan, Detroit, I think, or whatever, Michigan, a career? It's because she be sliding on records like she sliding on Black Dick? Why is it that she has a career? Like, Madonna legit is not a good artist. Like, it's a lot of people. I'm gonna have to talk about that. Like, the 80s trick people. I might be able to do it with the 90s too, because Milkbone, Keep It Real is fire. That's a fire ass beat, but the lyrics is trash. Them piano keys and all that shit, but he is horrible. You feel me? But I'm gonna have to talk about the 80s and 90s as far as music one time. A lot of people just putting out shit and they was like, it's fire. Like, what the fuck is that, girl? Damn. For which you came, you ain't been. I can't think of that fucking group. And then like Twisted Sister and I don't know the group that made I Wanna Rock. Like, that song is actually fire. I can't hold you, but it's all these bands from the 80s. I'm gonna just stick with them. I'm gonna stick with rock music. You feel me? Because it is, or it was Black Music Month. You feel me? Which is every month, every fucking day. It ain't no month. It's every day that is Black Music Day. Fuck that. Like, just like Madonna. Maybe she didn't try to do the Black formula enough. She just did pop, which is essentially R&B, which comes from rock music. So it was just more upscale, upbeat, so to speak. But rock music was upbeat. Yo, truth be told, like I said, maybe I get into some nerd shit. I'll give a little bit. Little Richard made all these genres of music to this day. He made all the genres. He was pop. He's the originator of rock and roll. He's fucking R&B. He's rap, death metal, all that shit, all into one. Like, when he say he is the king of rock and roll, or the godfather of rock and roll, he is in fact true. As of this recording, the Elvis movie is out. Right, so I'm gonna talk about it on the main episode. So it'll be on the main episode if it hasn't already been done on Banks versus Davis. I'm gonna watch the Elvis movie. Fuck it, I'll take the L. I'll take the L for the pod, because Davis fucking just be watching like artsy type. God damn it. Davis be watching like artsy type movies. Fucking watching Pocahontas or something. I don't know. So I'll take the bullet and watch a bad movie. Plus, the movie's gonna get Oscar nominated, so I might as well watch it. But the Madonna biopic, when that come out, I'm gonna watch that as well, because she tricked people Hall of Fame. She up there. Elvis is might be number one. But you gonna tell me a honky? I'm all shook up. Hey, that motherfucker, towards the end, he would sound like Elvis. The motherfucking, he couldn't shit for 2 months. That's what they said. This is explicit part of the podcast, everybody, too. Please don't play this out loud. Whoever's listening, Mr. Waters, if you listen to this, turn this off right now, please, because I doubt it. I don't know, fucking Brian definitely don't listen to this shit. A lot of people don't. I know a lot of people don't listen to my when I do Pardon the Banks, ain't nobody listen to this shit. You know what? So fuck it. I'm gonna cuss some more. Fuck it. Then shit. This fat motherfucker was on the toilet Oh, my bowels not shook off. Like, bro, they said he couldn't take it down for 2 months, bro. You know how. I'm supposed to be talking about Madonna, but fuck it. Let's get 2 birds with 1 stone. You know how, bro, I don't know what you eat to get that packed up, but I don't want none of it. Like, yo, was he just chewing gum every day? Like, bro, I'm just going to take the big, what's the big fucking yum bubble gum or whatever? The major chew, let's just say major league chew, which is a fire bubble gum, but that shit had your jaw hurt. You probably feel like a hoe in 1985 at Studio 54. You chewing that gum, your jaw gone, big fella. But you just fucking like, yo, he had to be like, how do you not take it? Like, bro, even I know the fucking medicine back then, they didn't have no medicine. It was just like, if you're going through something, don't go to the doctor. Smoke a cigarette and drink. Be a man. Like, that's how they prescribed medicine back then. You just like smoke a cigarette, drink some whiskey, and just fucking like just go through the pain. Like, nah, bruh. I'm pretty sure you have medicine. Like, of course, modern medicine today in 2022 is good if you can afford it. If not, you fucking die. But I'm pretty sure back then they definitely had laxative or not castor oil. I think that castor oil does help you take it down, but I know for sure they had like laxative, bro. And whenever he died, the 70s, whatever. That's another thing too. This is how it works, you know. All right, let me finish this. So, and then I'll go back to that. It's just the fact that he could have took some, bro. You know. But then when he finally released, which is, hey, yo, and in so many ways than one. So let me get myself out of here. Anybody's listening, I got y'all. When he did that, he in fact gave birth to Madonna's career. That dunk signified Madonna's career. Like, bro, y'all not gonna sit up here and tell me y'all play Madonna music. Anybody's listening to this podcast, you can't. Ain't no way you listen to Madonna. Like, how is Madonna's music? How does her music benefit you in any way? First of all, you too young to be listening to that. Like, I don't go back into the 70s. Like, there's some great music in the 60s and 70s. I'm not myself personally going back and listening to the 70s. Like, I barely listen to 80s, bruh. Like, Tears for Fear is probably the furthest I go back. Like, 90s, yeah, 90s, you got me. I'll listen to it for sure, especially house music, which has a resurgence. So I'm probably going to talk about that. It's, you know, you gonna break my soul, man. Or she says you ain't. I saw a young lady say on Twitter, nah, Beyonce, they kind of breaking it. Facts. You can sing You Won't Break My Soul when you worth $1 billion, like Beyonce. But I definitely signifies her career. Like, nobody is shaking for a Madonna album, bruh. I haven't heard. She got the Neptunes, all right, on the album from like 07, 08, something like that. I didn't even listen to the album. I haven't listened to it in years. I'll take that back. I haven't listened to it in years. Like, the Neptunes could produce for anybody. I will listen. Because that's how much I'm a mark I am for the Neptunes. I'll listen. Like, the Neptunes, like I said, eventually I got to give my favorite producers of all time their flowers eventually. Like, I love the Neptunes. Love, love, love. You know, but I don't love Madonna's music. But, you know, and that's what I was going with. White artists are not, you know what I mean, they're not buried. Well, Elvis is, even though they said he was alive. That's fucking bullshit. If Elvis alive, Michael Jackson better be fucking alive. And Pac. And Prince somehow. But they don't bury their artists. That's one thing. Like, they artists could be trash. Like, ain't too many white people I've heard say Madonna's fire. Like, dog, I've been in this game for years. I've been in live for a long time. I've yet to hear anybody say, like, yo, play that Madonna, ever. Not white people, nobody. So maybe she just had a certain fan base. It has to be, because I never heard anybody say, play that Madonna. I only know one song, that's that Bold Strike a Pose, and I don't remember anything else from that song. I'm not kidding with y'all. And I have an insane memory. I don't remember that. Never heard anybody say. My mom said she might have listened to a song or two. But otherwise, I never heard anybody say So I don't know, but you know, the biopic is gonna be crazy. The Elvis movie by the time I watch it, if I could find a cam, like ain't no way I go to the theater. I'm not that far from a theater either, but I'll be damned if I spend what little money I have to go see an Elvis movie. Like, yo, that boy Umar might for sure have to talk to me if I do that. If he read my thoughts about the things relating to Natty and Natalia Neihart and Gigi Dillon, he definitely get me out the paint. But hey, man, I don't give a fuck what color you is. Them women fine. So he read Mandy Rose. Like, he read my mind about them. That's different. I don't give a fuck. They fine. And Shorty was riding that go-kart at the golf. Anyhow, so I'll definitely tap into the movie if I can find a camera. That's all I want anyway. Like, bro, I'm not trying to go to the theaters, bro. I'm not a theater person. Like I tell people often, I am not a theater person, son. Like I don't like being in the movie theaters. I be having shit to do. I don't want to sit there all day. I don't want to do that. I be tired. I got shit to do. And then people, like I said, the term mentally out to lunch. People like, dog, people are zombie walking. I think we just, because of where we at in life right now, people zombie walking. So I don't want to sit in the theater and I gotta get there. People can't park. People rushing too much. I don't want to deal with all that just to watch a movie, especially not no Elvis movie. Like, if it was an hour and a half, what it should be, just start the movie off with him. Just hey, man, he stole the black people music, and then he just had a career. Like, let's just leave it with that. Like, don't go with nothing else. Just leave it with that. He stole the music and he started shaking his hips and the white girl started going crazy. The white girl going crazy. That's all you need to do. Just do that and then that's fine enough for me. Like, he stole the black singers and I think they got somebody in there playing Chuck Berry if I'm not mistaken. And I think actually Little Richard. Like, if Little Richard is a movie, it proves my point even more. Because why would you add that person who's been in the James Brown movie? Was he in Ray? Did they have somebody play? I think they did. Like, it's just like, yo, Little Richard's that guy. That's what y'all should do. Okay, I suggest listen to some Little Richard music, and then you'll see where rock came from. So I'm giving flowers to the real king of rock and roll, and then I'm 12 feet in. That's a pause for sure. I'm putting 12 more feet of. All right, man. I'm just saying fuck him, even though I try to respect the dead. And shouts out to Little Richard. We gonna do that. I know, you gotta respect the dead. That's what they tell you to do. But then, because you're just stealing. But that's bad. Because you're stealing from somebody that needed that, poor black people back in the day, especially, that needed that credit, that needed that music. But they didn't have anything called like royalties back then. And he was essentially just sampling. But no, he was essentially doing fuck all that. He was doing karaoke. Karaoke adding his spin to it. Which was, that might be sampling. Because he was singing all his songs. And I did not expect to talk about Elvis this long, bro. I got some other topics, but I can say that. Because the way I want to talk about the NBA draft, it ain't going to be about, this team benefits from it. Oh, no. Boy, y'all conversation y'all going to get from me about the NBA draft might get me in trouble. But I don't give a fuck. So, a lot of them players look like me, but they ain't got the same parent as me. And I'll just say that. So that might get touchy. But, I think that's all I got this week. As usual, you feel me? This is P.ardon the Banks 9. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe on YouTube. We're a couple of subscribers away from getting to that mark that I wanted, So let's just say we get to that mark by the time this comes out. Just make sure you hit that like and subscribe and then tell the person to tell the person. You feel me? Like, if you like us talking about music, or not even music, if we talk about movies and TV shows and all that, man, we appreciate you. They even had this number. I appreciate it. It came a long way. Me and Davis has been doing this almost 2 years, which is crazy. Time is flying. It doesn't feel like 2 years. So the fact that we've been doing this for too long for this long is beautiful. But, you know, I'm watching Ms. Marvel, I will say that. So eventually I got to talk about that. I'm on episode 2 as of right now, but I love it. That and Obi-Wan is the reason why you should have Disney Plus, you feel me? Or, you know, hit me up. No, I ain't going to incriminate myself, but either way, you know, I got access to anything I need to watch, so I'm going to catch up on that for sure. But I love that first episode. It felt like a quintessential Disney show with a budget. They spent all their budget on that. The VFX from the old movie, the other movies that's been coming out recently, that look bad. They probably just used on Ms. Marvel, but it looks good. It's perfect. Obi-Wan, I finished that. Love that show. So, but on the next one, you know, if I don't have any guests, I'm trying not to do that. I'm P.ardon the Banks that often. You know, check out the last one, which was 8 with Kung Fu Eddie, who's getting ready to launch his own podcast. So I'll probably be producing, but you can check that out. All the other ones, as always, at the BBD Pod on Twitter. I'm not on there as much, like I said. I'm not trying to be the cool kid. I just don't use the app. At the BBD Pod, Banks versus Davis on YouTube. Like, subscribe. If you want to follow me, even though I don't post anything, I'm telling y'all, don't follow me on Twitter. Follow me on TikTok or IG. That's how you get the best content from me. If you want to be weird, and follow me at iamnotbanks on TikTok, Twitter, and IG. Follow me there. I don't have Davis. I don't have Davis at off the top of my head. I do have it, but it ain't Davis at Davis Drip, if I'm not mistaken. But if you go on the BBD Pod, you'll see it. And I never call him Drip. I'm not calling a grown man Drip. But anyhow, thank y'all for being here. Until next time. I'm in love. I'm on shit.